Okay. Youth in Motion Podcast 2018. We got special guests in the building today. Jason Fabien. Make some noise for Jason. One of our loyal guests. We also got Alrick in the building. Tyndale, St. George Unemployment Center. Make some noise for Alrick. We got Lionel, Bum's finest, here with us too. Make some noise for Lionel. Albert, Youth in Motion volunteering, does construction, looks out for the youth. Make some noise for Albert. So guest Karim, coming all the way from where, Saint Michel?
No, Côte d'Ivoire.
All the way from Côte d'Ivoire. He's gonna add his input today too. Thank you for coming, make some noise.
Anushree.
We got Anushree, working with Alrick at the Tyndale St. George Unemployment Center. Make some noise for her. Okay, so we're gonna get right into it. Today, what we're gonna talk about is the youth, jobs, opportunities, the community, and I'm gonna be asking you guys questions. You guys gonna tell me how you feel. Okay? So first things first, I'm gonna start with the youth. Jason, what do you want to be when you grow up? What job do you want to do?
Probably a producer or maybe a musician.
Okay. Why you want to be a producer or musician?
Because I love music.
Oh yeah? What instruments you play, Jay?
I play piano. I like flute. I also play a bit violin.
Okay. I see, that's you. So, Lionel, what do you think about like him doing this music? Like,
I think it's great. I think that you should pursue your dreams and find what you're really good at a young age and invest yourself from the beginning.
That's true.
What else? You guys got anything else to say? Give me your 2 cents. Tell me what you think.
I've heard that he's a very good hip-hop dancer, and I think he should definitely take that and run with it, because I mean, a lot of the kids now are, they're on their phones, social media. They have nothing to really like strive for, and I grew up in a time where we didn't have cell phones and all that stuff. So I think I encourage him to definitely be outside.
That's great.
And explore himself.
Okay, that's good, and you're in the right place, because Youth in Motion, we're a studio. We have all these things at our fingertips, Okay, so just
me. I wanna ask you in French. Okay. Maybe no. I will just ask you. You ready to die for what you wanna do or not?
Ready to die for?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay. You know what? I'm asking you this question because everybody. Sorry, I'm gonna speak in English because I'm en français. Pourquoi je t'ai posé la question si tu peux mourir pour ça? Parce que la plupart des personnes qui ont du succès, ok, mourir pour leur passion a été un vecteur, a été quelque chose de très significatif pour eux. C'est à cause de ça qu'ils ont réussi. Parce que si tu es prêt à mourir pour ce que tu crois, tu vas le réussir à 100%. Et quand je dis mourir, c'est pas d'arriver demain matin et de sauter là. Quand je dis mourir, c'est work every day on your thing. Every day, à chaque jour. Tu vois? C'est, tu te donnes des disciplines, tu te donnes des nombres d'heures, tu te dis, mais moi, je veux atteindre ça en tant de temps.
Determined.
Yeah, and c'est ça, moi, j'appelle mourir pour. Parce que il faut que ça t'étouffe, tu comprends? Il faut que tu sois plus capable de respirer, de vivre. Il faut que ça soit comme de l'eau pour toi. Et si c'est de l'eau pour toi, tu vas voir, ça va venir comme ça naturellement.
I agree with what you're saying, and I think the thing is with that is just the kids, they have no role models. They're looking at like people on
music
phone.
videos.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
what they should be taken as inspiration, which in a way they should, but it's like the local people around you who are doing these things every day, you should be like looking at those people, not because that's just entertainment, So like he's right, die for, if you really believe in what you're doing, die for, like it should be like drinking water or breathing air,
And then to add on to what Albert was saying, it creates discipline.
Yeah.
You work at it every day because people get discouraged. And even as a young kid, you have a lot of passions. You skateboard, you do a lot of different things. But once you narrow it down to what you want to do later on, it's perfect.
T'as dit musique,
Mais est-ce que c'est ça qui te passionne vraiment? Parce que j'ai une question, est-ce que c'est ça qui te passionne?
Ben, c'est plus produire, comme produire, mais aussi la musique, j'aime beaucoup.
Like Jason plays piano with two hands. Like when you play piano, it's one finger, you know? Jason plays with two hands at the same time, like dun 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 dun, dun dun dun, like Beethoven in the Fifth. He does all that, you know. So
and if I can add, like when you make your passion as a profession, I think that's the best thing you can ever do to your life.
That's true.
Perfect.
And you will never have any, you will never feel that you're working, or you don't have that pressure. I don't know, as a youth, if you have ever heard of the term Monday blues, like people who will go to the office, they're like, oh God, it's Monday today. But if you are working towards, if you are making your passion as a profession, there will be no Monday blues.
Exactly.
and you're talking about role
It's not
models.
like a water. It's just like tranquille.
You said like role models and stuff, and I just want to touch on like us working in community and with the youth. Like a lot of times they see us as father figures. A lot of times they look to us for examples, and it's good, you know. Next, I'm gonna go touch on like single parent families in Burgundy. I know you, Jason. It's you, your 5 sisters, your mom. You know, single parent family. I don't know what you guys come from. Single parent families too. You guys had 2 parents in the house. Or
2
what?
parents.
2 parents.
Well, yeah, well, it felt like one parent because I didn't know my dad. I have a stepdad. It was 2 parents, but it always felt like my mom took more of the space. Quand j'allais à l'école, c'est toujours elle qui s'est toujours occupée de moi, toujours elle qui a tout fait pour moi. C'est comme si j'étais.
She was the mom and the dad.
Yeah.
But I still feel like, you know, I have a lot of friends that have been in single family, single parents. It's like, it's pretty, sometimes I see it's rough. Like one of my friends, her mom just died, like, you know his dad. So it's pretty, like, I understand the feeling.
Well, can you just repeat your question because I just want to understand properly. Je vais juste comprendre.
I didn't ask a question. I was just talking about single parent families in the community, and what I was gonna say was like a lot of time parents get overwhelmed and they don't have enough time. So us as animators and senior animators, we have to step in a lot of time and try and be father figures. Like sometimes the kid might come and say, I have a basketball game, come see it. Me and Willie go to sit down and go watch them play basketball, you know? Because the parents can't. Like Jason and his mom work, I think, 7 days. Yeah, Jason mom works 7 days.
Yeah.
And him and his 5 sisters, you know?
You know, being in Burgundy, it is a reality. Single family homes, it's a big reality. And a lot of these parents are overwhelmed. Like they have 2 or 3 jobs, they have a lot of kids, and they want to provide the best for them. But they're not always present, you know? So it's important for us as animators and like with CETA and Atelier 850, like when every time kids have events, galas and things of that nature, to be there and to also cheer them on so they can stay motivated and keep going to school.
You mentioned Escalped and these other organizations. Next I want to touch on like, how do you think, or for this for anyone, how do you think that the organizations in the area here, Little Burgundy, how do you think they could work together better? Or what do you think is needed? What needs need to be met, do you think, for these organizations to work better? Do you see them work together, the organizations, or are they all separate entities, or what do you guys see?
Well, I see that there's like groups. Like example, you might see Youth in Motion with Tyndall and other places. And you'll see Escalped with other places like Massa Montréal. I think it's like a mix, kind of. Like there's like kind of like 3 groups separated on the way. It's like separated in a way.
It's kind of separated. We don't
Not all of
necessarily.
them.
Yeah.
I would like to.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I would like just to point, parce que comme moi je suis un outsider, you know, j'ai pas vraiment interagi beaucoup. Je viens d'un autre quartier où j'ai vu d'autres dynamiques. Je tiens à dire que ici dans la petite Bourgogne, il y a vraiment, même si des organismes, c'est vrai qu'il y en a qui travaillent un peu moins avec eux, d'autres, il y a quand même une belle énergie de famille que je ne vois pas dans beaucoup d'autres quartiers. Une super belle énergie que everybody feels like it's their own place.
You
know?
feel that way, huh?
Yeah, that's what I felt. Like, you know, when I came
And
here.
you're new here, right?
Yeah, that's what I feel.
Yeah, I agree. Tu sais, Bernie, moi, ça fait pas longtemps que je suis ici, puis s'il y a un concept, moi, je suis en construction, hein, puis je veux construire des villes un jour. Puis s'il y a un concept que j'ai beaucoup appris, c'est d'ici, ok? Little Burgundy. Pourquoi? Parce que je vois à quel point que chacun des identités sont différentes, tu comprends? et puis à quel point ils sont capables de justement aider la communauté. Tu peux pas arriver en tant qu'organisme essayer de faire tout. Je pense dans la vie, tu dois être bon en une seule chose. Et l'effet justement qu'il y a tous ces organismes-là qui font une seule chose qui est différente de toutes les autres, ben, je pense que c'est encore mieux parce que ça donne un certain encadrement dans la communauté ici. Puis moi, quand je marchais l'autre jour avec Michael, on a vu chez vous, on a vu le sida, on a vu partout, à chaque peut-être 500 mètres, il y avait un organisme. J'étais comme, waouh! Ça devrait être comme ça dans tous les quartiers chauds de Montréal, tu comprends?
You're new here, right? You guys are kind of new, but I know Alrick's been here a long time, I've been here a long time. Jason's been here relatively a long time too. So this is more for you guys. How do you think the community has become more diverse over the years? Like, what's the difference in terms of diversity?
I'm looking at it from how the community has recognized that the people who were grown up here, like when we were growing up here, the bad kids, they either fell into drugs or prostitution and all that stuff. So they got arrested or they incarcerated or left. Which we were left here because we didn't follow those paths. But I think it became more diverse because a lot of the Caribbean families, they got wise and they left.
Yeah, they left back a lot of times.
Yeah, because of the French and that. Now I'm recognizing that there's a diverse population that's coming in from like Bangladesh, the South Asian
man.
And the Muslim.
How do you feel about like their community spirit towards Youth in Motion? Towards Little Burgundy? Do you feel like they have any community spirit, or do you feel like they just stay to themselves?
I believe they stay to themselves because, I mean, it's like it's up to us to actually go out
and engage
with them and let them know we're not, even though like
they're not excluded.
Yeah, they're not excluded, but they may view us as probably like I know when I go to like the Burgundy Festival, I notice that there's always a separation of of cultures. But me working at the Adults Development Center, the people who I cater to, which is a lot of the South Asian communities, they see me now. They're like, oh, he's not as bad as I probably thought he was, or I would assume because he's black,
Social media too, a lot of time they see on social media entertainment with blacks and they get a perception,
Yeah, but their kids are growing up into that world, and that's the problem that they're not recognizing as a parent. Like, it's like whether they think that about me, their kids are seeing that on TV and they want to either follow that trend.
Yeah, exactly.
And just touching on that, like their youth. So like, how does the social media affect like the development of the youth? Like, I know me and Jason were talking about like when there's a fight, nobody comes in to help. They film it.
Trying to get views.
Yeah, so like how does social media affect the youth? Like,
I would say, to interject, I would say social media is just like money. It's a tool. Depending on how you use it, you can use it for good or you can use it for bad. We live in a generation where social media rules everything, dominates everything. The youth are addicted to social media. Everyone is on their phone every single time. But there are people making money off marketing, because marketing goes with social media. It's providing, like for example, if you have a product, you go on your Instagram, you promote it. I know a lady that was working as a secretary for the city of Montreal. Her passion was food, going to restaurants, discovering different things. She quit her job recently, and she works now as a marketer for doing her passion, which is food, going to events, taking pictures, and promoting the food that she eats.
And it's good, like we're saying too, it's good that you find something you like now when you're young and do it as a passion, because life goes by fast, you get old fast, And just talking about that, like in Burgundy, like when your parents get old, you don't send them to the home. No. They live in the house, they're 95. Yeah. Like my grandma's 86 right there, she's in the house right now, But like you go like other neighbors or other types of people that have enough money, they could go spend $2,000 a month to send them to a home. So how do you feel about that? Like,
there's a good side to that and there's a bad side to that. Like, you said some people, they plan for this. They know that their parents are getting older. So for example, your mom has her mom in the house. She probably planned for that.
Mm-hmm.
Not many black families are thinking to
equipped
are equipped to do that, but they don't have the money to send them to the seniors home. But like some of them, like I spoke to just the other day with my group, and the discussion we had is that most of the black women in the group say, no, I would never want to put my mom in a seniors home. I'd rather take my mom and have her live with us.
Mm-hmm.
But you go to like a Jewish community or to a predominantly white community, some of them, they'd rather just put their parents in a seniors home just because they feel like they don't have time.
And they want
it's a burden. So it is a burden in a sense.
It's a burden 100%. Remember you telling me about your neighbor?
Yes.
They divorced because of that.
Exactly.
But when we think about it, there's a responsibility too, you know. And in other cultures, usually like Asian cultures, like your mom raised you. Now she's old, so you have responsibility to take care of her.
Yeah.
But even though, like us, like growing up here, our parents, depends on some of them, but there's some parents that speak other languages that won't speak French or whatever it is, you know. Mm-hmm. So it's gonna become a problem. Where are we gonna put all the parents of all immigrants? Are we gonna put them? Tu peux pas les mettre au CHSLD s'ils parlent pas français et s'ils mangent la bouffe, ils vont mourir plus vite parce que there's no sense of culture, no sense of where they're from, community too, you know. So it's still a responsibility, and for the Jews, but they have a strong sense of community. So they're gonna build something for them to feel secure. So that's what we have to create too.
An empire.
Yeah, something like that.
Any final points you guys want?
What about you, Anushree? Because you're from
yes, so
South Asian.
What country are you from?
India.
India.
So coming from India, sending parents to old age home or senior, home is it's not understood as a very good concept there. So, like as you mentioned, your parents took care of your when you were small. So now it's your time to reciprocate that. It's your time to spend time. Although it is not happening always, but then obviously parents would love to spend their time to at least the last stage with the children that they help.
Yeah.
With the grandkids or with the children. So that's how it is, and I don't think I would ever send my parents to any of those.
Personally, I don't think I would want to send my mom to a senior's home, because you hear nowadays, like especially social media, like social media plays a really important part.
What if your wife has a problem with it? Like sometimes this happens, like your wife.
I mean that's a debate, and I think it goes case by case. But in reality, is like you never know who you're sending your mom or your family member to, whether they're gonna take care of them.
Agreed.
The same way you probably would, but like even in that sense too, like I look at it from that perspective, it's like they decay faster because they have nobody to come and see them, and
exactly.
So it's like.
And I've worked in a nursing home, and trust me, a lot of those residents that live there, none of their family visits them at all.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like a jail sentence. Like they send them there, and it's like okay,
and then that's
they're gonna be taken care of, and that's it.
Yeah.
But sometimes, des fois ils disent, moi j'ai entendu des gens dire que ils vont être mieux soignés que moi. Mais l'abstraction qu'il faut faire ici, c'est que je crois que oui, effectivement, dans nos cultures, peu importe, oui, nous, comme vous disiez tantôt, que nous, on a grandi, les parents nous ont fait grandir, puis à certains moments, c'est à nous de les prendre soin d'eux, c'est notre responsabilité de faire ça. Ouais. Mais il ne faut pas oublier non plus qu'il y a certaines personnes qui n'ont pas nécessairement la façon de faire. Si supposons que tes parents ont un certain besoin, donc une certaine maladie. Donc je pense qu'il y a aussi les côtés qu'il y a des spécialistes qui vont plus prendre soin de vos parents que vous pouvez en prendre, du fait que c'est beaucoup, c'est demandant, puis en tant que personne aussi
time consuming.
The thing is, I agree with what you're saying, and it's like I feel like your parents, they raised you, so if you had a disease or a problem or any kind of sickness, they had to learn about it and take care of you. So as they age, they're going to develop like low blood pressure, high blood pressure, or some kind of things. It should be our responsibility as their
to learn
about it first.
Yeah, how do you see yourself, Jason? Do you see? I know you're only 13 now.
14.
14. Your birthday was last month.
No, it was last year.
How was it last year?
Well, it was November.
Huh?
It was November.
So it's
So you're turning
It's coming
50?
up. It's
Yeah.
coming up.
Wow.
Oh. Okay.
Time goes by
You're
fast.
turning 50.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but what do you see? Do you see you or you don't even look that far, or how do
Well,
you feel about it?
I don't look that far yet, but if I was there, let's say, I probably want my mom to. If she did live with me, I wouldn't mind, but I wouldn't want to like leave her with some people that I'm not sure, and who knows if they could take care of her really well, because
It's
I'm
like
not
a
there.
jail sentence, you're
Yeah.
right.
Like usually, like my mom, when she used to work like in these kind of places, she would be like seeing all these old people like screaming and saying, "Oh, I want to see my daughter" or something like this, and you would be sad. And usually people call like a prison, like you just said, because it's like their last destination. That's where they die. Example, she would see every like days, people dying, old people, and their family's sad because like they couldn't see them as much as they used to when they were kids and younger. That's why I wouldn't really want like my mom to like be far away from me.
I think this is the point of really creating that sense of community, to like to create something for everybody's parents in the community. Like it can be in Côte-des-Neiges or whatever neighborhood it is, but just to make people aware, like, okay, we need like the Jews to take care of our old people, because
Yeah.
if not, he's gonna end up in sadness, CHSLD. Like, we still have to take care of them, you know. And if they go to the CHSLD because sometimes they don't have enough money, you don't know, tu sais, ils ont des special needs, c'est là qu'ils vont mourir plus vite, c'est là que ça va être encore plus triste, parce que c'est là qu'ils ont un bain par semaine dans le public. Et so,
Which is why it's very interesting to provide that information to people.
exactly.
Like awareness of low blood pressure, like Alrick was saying, knowing these symptoms, knowing these like dementia or Alzheimer's, or knowing these diseases, being aware of it and knowing what to do before, not like when they get to that stage and it's like, oh, what do I do?
Be proactive.
Yeah.
Moi, je penserais,
reactive, yeah.
parce que ça c'est une question, vraiment une bonne question. Puis en même temps, il y a des réponses qui vont être positives pour nous en tant que personnes issues d'ailleurs, et qui va toujours être, on veut pas mettre nos parents dans un CHSLD parce que culturellement on est comme ça. Mais en même temps, il y a des gens qui font ça et qui sont issus d'ici. Fait que je pense que le départ de tout ça, c'est de prendre le recul, ok? Puis de regarder qu'est-ce qu'ils ont fait, pourquoi ils l'ont fait, d'apprendre de eux et d'arriver à mettre en place un modèle qui sera hybride. Parce que c'est pas vrai. Tu sais, on se dit pour l'instant, on dit non, c'est pas vrai, on va avoir nos parents avec moi. Regarde, moi présentement, je travaille sur le pont Champlain, ok? Puis je travaille 7 jours sur 7. Et je finis ici, j'arrive chez moi, j'ai juste le temps de prendre une douche, puis pouf, 4h du matin, je suis en route. Je fais 70 heures quasiment semaine. Tu comprends? Fait que, tu sais, ok, je suis bien payé, mais où est-ce que j'aurai le temps de prendre soin de mes parents? Tu sais, il faut se dire la vérité. Puis moi, je veux gagner l'argent pour qu'elle soit bien, qu'elle ait un bon médecin, puis etc. Mais j'aurai pas nécessairement le temps de prendre soin d'elle. Fait que je pense qu'il est très important de regarder ça de loin, de regarder les deux aspects, de deux façons, puis de dire, ok, eux ils ont fait de cette façon, nous on est communautaire. Comment on peut arriver maintenant à mettre les deux choses ensemble pour qu'on puisse avancer plus loin? Puis je pense que c'est dans cette optique-là qui serait beaucoup plus positif que de dire non, eux ils sont comme ça. Parce qu'on vit ici, il faut pas oublier qu'on vit ici. Puis à un certain moment, on aura aussi à faire ça à un certain moment. On va s'adapter justement à cet environnement-là qui is going too fast. Puis à un certain moment, on va dire, ok, maman, je peux pas venir couper ton gazon. Je suis occupé samedi, tu comprends? Maintenant, c'est de comprendre comment est-ce que je vais mettre en place, c'est quoi le mécanisme que je vais mettre en place pour que ces côtés-là soient compensés et tout en verra ma mère. Moi, je pense que c'est ça le...
Et pour te rejoindre, Albert, sur ton point, je pense que la question aussi devrait être une question introspective. Moi, si j'ai mes enfants, qu'est-ce que moi je voudrais que mes enfants fassent?
I know what's kind of related, like communities, so like the Jewish community, they do certain things in this community. That's more like where we're touching, you know, but
well, this community should have a plan to what to do, you know, like a plan, and the plan involves money, it involves to like, you know, thinking about like a solution, you know, for the elderly.
But I think juste le fait qu'on est ici, ça aide beaucoup parce que nous on parle entre nous et puis le podcast va aider aussi à pouvoir diffuser aux gens, parce que le problème c'est que les gens ne comprennent pas nécessairement dans quel environnement ils sont. Et je pense qu'il est très important. Il n'y aura pas un président d'un matin ou un gars côté black, côté multiculturel qui va dire moi je vais vous apprendre comment ça fonctionne ici. Il n'y aura personne. Et je pense que c'est les rôles de chacun d'entre nous. Hein? Qu'est-ce que vous faites dans vos organismes respectifs, vous deux, et toi aussi Bernie, et toi aussi. Et je pense que ça prend plus d'implication de cette façon-là avec des initiatives comme ça qui va justement favoriser à ce que les gens puissent comprendre.
Ouais.
Puis à partir de là, je pense qu'il va y avoir des résultats.
I see that. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Have any of you guys ever done a podcast before?
No.
How'd you like it for the first time?
It's really good. I like it.
It's good.
I think it's like my third.
It's good, but
I think it's
there's too many questions, you know, but we should just stay with one question and develop about it. Now, because we have a lot of questions.
No, we don't have a lot of questions.
No, because we have a lot of.
There was never any questions really.
No question, but subjects.
Yeah, that's good because we don't want it to be long and boring. We don't want to talk about one subject for 15 minutes. Like even this last thing we just talked about, we stayed a little long on it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We just want to touch everything briefly and keep it moving. We don't want to like spend 20 minutes. No. We have a lot to talk about. Next podcast, like there's a lot, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's a lot we have to touch. There's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot going on in the community.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Next podcast is going to be a new set of things we're going to discuss, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I like that today we were able to speak. We all got a chance to speak.
Mm-hmm.
I know Jason said a lot. You know, your input is important, Jason.
Yeah, it's the future.
You're the example.
And I want to thank all you guys for showing up.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for giving us
Should we
a
clap?
chance.
No problem. Yeah, clap it up.